guys, Mix here, and in today's video, as you guys can tell from the title and thumbnail, I'm going to be testing out the NASCAR's new gearing on the streets. So as you guys know, for a couple videos back, I swapped out the sprockets on the half-scale NASCAR to increase the torque, because before it had no torque at all because it was built for high-end speed. But before we go out and test it, I do want to go ahead and try and fix a couple things on the go-kart. And that being the electric start. So I've ran into this issue before and I kind of addressed it in last video a little bit, but if I turn on the key, try and start it, there is absolutely nothing. So what I want to go ahead and do is try and swap out the battery and see if that fixes it. But if it doesn't, then I'm almost certain that it is that ignition box that is causing the issue. I've had issues with that ignition box in the past, with it being corroded and just have tons of moisture in it. So we could be running into that issue once again. And if we are, then I'm going to go ahead and clean it. But if that doesn't fix it, then I need to order a new one, which isn't a big deal because I'm sure it isn't that expensive. But how I've been starting it recently is just by taking a just an old pull start, putting it up to where the old pull start used to be and just turning it over like that. But once the whole body is on, you can't use a pull start, so that electric start is really needed for this type of machine. And one more thing that I want to tackle in today's video before we take it out is putting on a muffler. So here's the muffler right here, and a couple months ago it fell off and I've just been rolling with it how it is, but it's getting to a point where it is just too loud. And I mean, once the body's on and I'm driving in there, all the noise is echoing inside of there, even when I have earplugs in. When I'm done, my ears are ringing. A couple times I actually thought I permanently lost my hearing. So I definitely want to get that back on. But there is one slight issue. So since this is pretty rusted out and this is no better, I'm gonna go ahead and try some high temp JB Weld to reconnect the two. I've heard really good things about it, that it's held perfectly fine with exhaust manifolds, even on cars. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot and see how it is. But if it doesn't work, I'm gonna have to find a new exhaust system that will fit under the body and not, go up and hit the frame at all, and will be quiet enough to comfortably drive. So the motorsports shop that I get my batteries from closes in about half an hour, so I'm gonna try and rip out this battery quick, see what time it is then. Worst comes to worst, if I can't get it today, I could just get it tomorrow. But once that's out, I can go run over to AutoZone, get the JB Weld, do that tonight, and then let it cure overnight, and then tomorrow we'll get the battery so everything will keep flowing. Before I actually pull out the battery, I do want to go ahead and test out the voltage quick. I'm pretty curious to see what it is. Oh wow. Yep, it's reading 4.88 volts, which is definitely not enough to crank this over. Alright, so there you guys can see, it's definitely really, really low. Alright, let's go ahead and take out this battery. The battery is now out and the place closes at 6 and it is currently 5:47. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get there today, which is not a huge deal. But what I want to go and do right now is pick up that high temp JB Weld and try it out. We'll see how it works. But let's go run out to AutoZone right now, pick that up, come back, and lather it on there. Woo, truck is looking clean. We're here. Alright guys, so we are back from AutoZone, got the JB Weld. I'm really curious to see if this will really work. But once I put it on, I'm probably going to leave something under the muffler so it has something to rest on while it cures. Maybe it cure a little bit better that way, but let's just see how this works. The muffler does kind of match up like a puzzle from where it snapped off, so just going to find that spot right there. Now let's see how many blocks of wood I need to keep this propped up. Alright, so about 3 should be good. So now that we know how much wood we need to prop it up, now let's apply it. So I just finished putting on the JB Weld, and I guess I don't even know what to think of it. I mean, I guess we're just seeing what happens. But man, this exhaust is so close to that chain. The muffler is pretty close too. But I've never had a problem with this header rubbing on the chain at all, so shouldn't be an issue. But anyway guys, I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow when the JB Weld has finished curing. And then we'll go run to the motorsports shop, pick up that new battery, slap it in, see if it works, and then if it doesn't, then I'll clean the ignition box, and then if it does, we'll drive. So see you guys then. Alrighty guys, so we're back here the next day, and I want to check up on how this JB weld is looking, and honestly, it's looking kind of wet still, which is kind of weird, but it does feel super sturdy, to be honest. So I'm going to go ahead and take off some of these blocks, see if it stays up. And it is. Wow, that actually feels really good. But it is a little bit weird how it looks, and it still is like moving. It should be fully dry though, but I mean it's still gonna sit a little bit longer before it's running again. Because now we need to run out to the motorsports place, pick up a new battery, let that charge, see if it works, and then if it doesn't, then we need to clean that. So we'll just see how everything comes out today. But let's go run out there quick and pick up a new battery. Alright guys, so I just got back from the store, got the battery, so now I'm going to hook it up to the trickle charger. Probably let it charge up for like 2 or so hours, then we'll see what time it is then. Then we got to put it on, see if it works. So I'm really hoping that we're going to be able to drive it today, but if not, 100% tomorrow. This is the next day once again. The battery finished charging late last night, but it is fully charged, so now we can go ahead and slap it into the NASCAR, but there is one kind of slight issue. The weather all day today has not been good at all, and it is only supposed to get worse. So we'll just see how it is once I put in the battery, and we'll see if the electric start works then. But if it's pouring out, the mini cup car doesn't have a windshield, so I might not be able to see. But like I said, we'll just see how everything comes out. But let's get started on putting in this battery and see if it fixes it. Alrighty guys, so the new battery is in and all tightened down. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn the key and to see if we have any life. Oh. Yep, perfect. It took a couple tries. The starter might have just been a little bit stuck or something, because it's been a while since I've used it. But now that we know that's working, I guess I could fire it up real quick in here just to see if the muffler will hang on with that JB weld. So we turn on the fuel. Turn on the choke, crack the door a little bit, let some air in. Alright, let's see. Might need some gas. A little cold. There we go. Well, I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but the muffler seems to be pretty sturdy right now, but that's just idling, so I might just do like a little zip tie safety loop around these brackets and then put it around the frame just in case if it were to fall off while we're driving, it won't fly into a car or something like that. Alright, so now that we know that that works, as I just said before, I'm just going to put a zip tie around there just to keep it on there if it were to fall off, because this thing is not very steady with this no suspension at all. So I'm just going to do that real quick. The rain is beginning to pick up, so I might wait a couple minutes just to see if it'll die down at all. But then I want to throw on the body, Zeus it down, and then I think we should be good to go.
2 hours later.
Alright guys, so it is like 2 hours later, and as you guys can see, I'm standing outside. So right now we're getting a window of opportunity that it is not raining, and tomorrow it is supposed to rain all day. So I gotta take this chance now to take out the half-scale NASCAR. And as you guys can see, I just threw on the body real quick. I have all these Zeus fasteners on, so this thing won't fly off. But now I need to put the ramp onto the shed and then roll this down. And as you guys can see, this thing is extremely low, so it's gonna take a minute for me to get it down. But once I get it out, I'm probably gonna warm it up, hook up the GoPros and everything. I'm gonna try and have a head mount too, and then we'll also have some third-person shots so you guys can see all the angles. Let me do that real quick before either it starts raining again or it gets dark. Alright guys, so I have the GoPro head strap on. I look kind of weird, but gotta get the shot. And the mini cup car is pulled out. I got another GoPro here, and then we're gonna have some third-person shots from the camera. But I'm gonna fire it up right now, get it warmed up, and I'll catch you guys out on the GoPro. Alrighty guys, so obviously this is not the GoPro, but as I'm editing this, my head strap that I was wearing that head strap right there. The GoPro on that head strap did not decide to save the footage that I got from driving the NASCAR, which is kind of a bummer, but at least I had the third-person shots and the GoPro on the body facing me. I just do not understand why it didn't save. It was recording that whole time, and you guys will see that the red light was blinking. Stuff happens with GoPros and everything like that, so nothing I could do about it now. But figured I'd just tell you guys that, if any of you guys were wondering why there was no front-facing cam. So I look like a doofus wearing that big old head strap for nothing. But enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty guys, so we are back and the NASCAR is in the shed, and this thing was moving out. Definitely way more torquier with that new gearing. It's really a huge difference. Still, it's not insanely torquey, but once it gets to like mid-power band or whatever you would like to call it, it definitely gets up and goes way quicker than how it used to. I mean, this is a 85 tooth sprocket, I believe, and there was a 72 tooth on it before, so I'm gonna throw in a clip of how it used to be if some of you guys don't know already. And from what you guys just watched, as you guys can see, it is way torquier. So I definitely need to figure out something to do with that exhaust. And also, if I were to get it, it's going to be hard to see right now, but I'm going to look for a new exhaust. And when I do, I'm going to try and find one that goes up a little bit so it's farther away from the sprocket. Right there, you guys can't really see. And I'm going to try and cut a hole in the back and have the tip go out there, because inside the fumes are really bad and I just have the taste of gasoline in my mouth, which is not very pleasant. There is still a couple things that we need to do with this thing to really get it perfect, but it's getting there. And also when I got in it, it kind of felt like it was like jolting a little bit, which could be that chain because it has 2 master links on that chain. It's kind of rigged up, but it is definitely way better than it ever has been. Anyway guys, I'm going to be ending the video here. Comment down below on how you guys like the half-scale NASCAR videos. They were super fun to make just because it's different from anything that I've seen on YouTube, and I want to give you guys the best content that I can. But stay tuned for more awesome videos coming soon, especially this spring and summer. It's officially spring now, so that means warmer weather, more videos, and just overall good content. And also, this is my second video with the new camera, and I am loving it so far. It's really bringing the content to a next level. But follow my social medias, they'll be on the outro of this video. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, tell your friends about the channel.